Oo. Now, Senator, let's talk about the 2028 elections. I know you may say it's still too early, which
Yes.
technically it is, although there's a survey that's been released by Okta Research, and I think this is quite interesting to discuss with you because you're an incumbent senator, and you're one of the more active and hardworking senators. I think that's not debatable as well. Your colleagues would agree with that. And yet, in the latest survey that came out, you and other, frankly, incumbent senators were out of the magic 12, no? So I want to read some of them. Hindi ka nag-iisa doon. Si former Senate President Coco Pimentel, Senator Mark Villar, who's an incumbent senator, Education Sani Angara, who might be returning in 2028, and kabilang po kayo, Senator J.V. Ejercito, is you are by the wings, kumbaga, no? What's your response to this?
Well, politics really, Karen, is a thankless job, no? Sometimes all the good things that you do, all the accomplishments are unappreciated, no? And but Karen, I would say that I'm a good, decent, and a good public servant because we, as I mentioned earlier, there have been very big corruption scandals that the Congress and the Senate have faced, and I was already there, and I was never involved in any of the PDAF, Napoles, or even this flood control scam, no? So if you talk about integrity, in track record, Karen, I guess I would say that malinis ang aking pong track record, no? Hindi po ako nagnakaw sa bayan, no? Second, I have quite a decent achievement. I'm the author of Universal Healthcare Law and continue to be working on several things that would improve the lives of our people, to improve the quality of lives. Karen, probably I may be a decent or a good public servant, but maybe I'm not a good politician.
Oo.
No?
Now,
There's something wrong, probably communication, whatever, but I just am not good in my politics. No?
no.
But
Well,
I have just, yes,
no,
Karen.
ang malungkot sa sistema, magfi-Filipino na po ako, no, para you can speak completely in Filipino on this. Ang malungkot kasi sa Senado, well, sa Philippine politics is retention ng family name. 'Di ba? Parang ganoon eh. Tinatanungan natin, talaga bang tinitingnan ng botante ang ginagawa ng isang senador? Pumasok ba to? Absent ba to ng absent? 'Di ba? Kumbaga, marami ba itong naipasang batas? Nagtatrabaho to? But if you look at this Okta survey, which is quite preliminary, yung mga pasok ay mga pangalan na you'd remember, okay, Lagarda, Pacquiao, Duterte, Tulfo, Binay, Estrada, Lapid. And yung Lapid na to, Mark Lapid na, hindi Lito Lapid. Now, I've asked you, matagal na kitang tinanong dito, bakit ayaw mong gamitin ang Estrada? So pag Estrada, ang pumapasok sa survey is Senator Jinggoy Estrada, right? Would you still be open? At the end of the day, you are an Estrada. You are, alam mo yon, tatay mo si Erap. Yun ang katotohanan po, malungkot sa Pilipinas na, alam mo, ang name recall is a big factor. Diba? What are your thoughts, Senator JV?
Well, totoo naman yan, Karen, no? Name recall is very important, no? But of course, Estrada would be a big factor because in terms of name recall, my father being a former president, a popular actor, mas kilala yan, it will be a big advantage, no? But Karen, I won as an independent in 2022 using Ejercito. I was able to build the Ejercito name already slowly. No, although it's not as popular, but as a public servant, and I was won as an independent, probably, Karen, with the promise of improving quality of lives of our people through universal healthcare. No, ito yung aking
that's true.
na pinupush. So, Karen, di ko alam kung ang kontrata sa akin ng tao kung tingin nila na matapos ko na UHC, nararamdaman lang may zero balance billing na pag nag-improve na ito by 2028. Na-appoint pa si Dr. Mercado and Dr. Beverly Ho in PhilHealth, no?
Yeah.
As NDOH Secretary who are both pro-universal healthcare. So if ever we are able to implement UHC, mas naramdaman ng tao, baka sabi na tapos na kontrata mo hanggang 2028 kayo lang, no? So, or I'm caught in the crossfire.
Ano mo, the good one ka eh. Yan ang campaign mo, the good one, di ba?
Yes, Karen, that's why I've been very careful in making sure that my integrity remains intact, no. Very ingat na ingat ako, dalawang scandal, PDAF, Napoles, flood control. Hindi po ako nasangkot diyan kailanman kasi yung tiwala na binigay sa akin ng taong bayan, lalo noong 2022, when I won as an independent, Karen, I think that I owe my mandate to the Filipino people na talagang not to anyone kasi independent ako eh, no? So sabi ko I just have to make sure that I owe it to them to try to improve their quality of lives. Whether I'm underrated, I'm appreciated. Karen, it's beyond me, but I just have to. I'm given the opportunity. I have to do good, no? Siguro I'm just caught in the crossfire right now. I would
Oo.
say that because of this impeachment,
Yeah.
it's a very divisive process.
Yeah.
Matindi yung away ng
Both
sabihin
camps.
na natin,
Oo, totoo yan.
both camps, no?
Oo.
Whether you're here, you're there.
Yes.
It's very divisive, Karen. And I try to be as objective as possible, Karen. Alam mo naman yan, during the time of President Duterte, I was close to him because of the push for infrastructure
Yeah.
and universal healthcare. And he was able to sign the UHC into law and push for infrastructure development. With BBM, of course, the continued push for universal healthcare, it's being prioritized right now. I have to work with the administrations for the universal healthcare law and other things that I want to be implemented, no? So it's not that I am loyal to anyone. People must remember that I won as an independent. Wala ho akong utang na loob kanino man kundi sa taong bayan na nagbigay ng tiwala sa akin. Kaya Karen, in my last 2 years, I'm hoping that makabawi naman ako that to improve the quality of life. Hirap po tayo, may crisis. At least sa UHC man lang, if people will feel that PhilHealth is there, hospital bills very expensive, but if they feel that PhilHealth is there to assist them, halimbawa 30%, 40% of the bills are taken care of by PhilHealth. That's a big thing already. So malaking bagay na po 'yon. So I will just try to do my best until 2028. It's a thankless job, I know, but we were elected to do something to make a difference in improving the lives of our people. So probably, Karen, I may be a good public servant, but I'm not a good politician. Yun lang siguro.
Okay, now I want to ask about the impeachment because you'll be leaving in 3 minutes, no? And you can't talk about the merits of the case. Pero nung Corona impeachment trial, you were not a senator, you were a member of Congress. And just for the record, you were one of the congressmen who signed the articles of impeachment against Corona when you were a congressman in the House of Representatives. Mas
Yes,
contentious.
that's correct, Karen.
Tama, no? Tama.
Yes,
Oo.
Karen.
Now, mas
Yes, because
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, because Karen, because of accountability, as I mentioned, it has to be, if the accused has to be given justice, also he has to be given the chance to air his side. No, it was all about the SALN, so that's why we voted to impeach. But Karen, we have gone to an impeachment process, and it's a very, very painful experience, no? Alam ko 'yan, naramdaman ko 'yan bilang isang miyembro ng pamilya, no? It's something that I do not wish to happen to anyone, kahit kay VP man, kay VP Sara, whoever was impeached before. Just imagine the misery, the agony that the family has to go through. Napakasakit nito. It's really a very divisive. Kaya nagiging very divisive. Kaya nga I'm hoping that we will just have to make it quick as possible, no? And I'm hoping that we can really move on, praying one day that we will just have to have reconciliation somewhere along the way. I know it's difficult at this time, but I'm still praying because yan na lang siguro kulang natin. We have to move forward, Karen. Nainggit ako when we go to Vietnam, to Bangkok, when we come home, parang they're all doing all the right things. Parang tayo naiiwan because we are stuck in political bickerings, no? Sila nag-aaway pero tuloy-tuloy. So I'm hoping one day that we will have a reconciliation along the way. Kasi napagdaanan namin yan at napakasakit talaga niyan, Karen.
No, and I've been interviewing you for so long on Head Start. I want to be fair to you is you've been advocating for infrastructure and not just that for the railway system. Ikaw ang bukod tanging paulit-ulit ka on how important it is to prioritize a railway system like our ASEAN neighbors. And until now, ang malungkot is hindi mo pa nakukuha yung railway system na gusto mo. But the last question is, napaka-divisive nga ng impeachment and people think, ang majority, sigurado na yan, they'll vote a certain way. Ang minority, they're gonna vote a certain way. Si Senator J.V. Ejercito ba ay bukas pa? In other words, kung nanonood ang taong bayan sa'yo, nababasa na ba nila ang boto mo or masasabi mong tunay na bukas ang isipan mo?
Well, Karen, I'm an impeachment judge right now. No? Actually, I cannot talk about it. No, I mean before this impeachment happened, I said I was if sana mapabilis lang or sana
Oo, oo.
magtuloy-tuloy na lang. Ayoko talaga ng impeachment kasi it's divisive.
Oo.
It's 'di ba? Yung development natin will be
Yeah,
hampered.
yeah.
But we'll just go where the evidence will take us. We are
Yeah.
judges, we are impeachment court judges. We just have to appreciate everything, no? But we're hoping that it will be done as soon as possible. I mean, for everyone, for the country, and for the respondent, for the accused herself, no, na to be proven guilty or not guilty, no? So justice has to be served or yung innocence has to be proven also, no? Both ways. So I have to just go where the evidence will take us. Kaya nga I'm very listening intently, no, na kung I ask question, I only propound if we really want to ask clarification. It's not a question of majority, minority. Again, I was not in favor of impeachment. And you know that in our previous
Yeah,
interviews,
yeah.
but it's a duty that we were sworn to do, no? It's a constitutional duty that we just have to abide by.
All right. Well, on that note, Senator J.V. Ejercito, thank you so much for joining me today. You've made your points very clear. And siguro nga po, no, sa tagal na kitang ini-interview is you just have to keep at it. Alam ko, yung survey na ito could be shocking to so many, diba, that
Yeah.
are performing in the Senate. But who knows? There's still 2 years to go. Senator J.V. Ejercito, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Karen, always for giving me the opportunity to be able at least to speak about all my advocacies. And again, it's politics really a thankless job. It gets frustrating. Tao lang ako. Talagang minsan gusto ko nang gumiba. Pero kailangan lumaban lang tayo para sa bayan. Diba? And we have to do, we are given the opportunity. We just have tried to improve the lives of our people. That's why we were entrusted to it, to improve the quality of lives of our people. So laban lang tayo. We'll try and do our best, Karen.